What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Don Staley just doubled down behind Raven Johnson on her not only being a floor general, a leader, a winner, but also a pro at the next level.
People can break Raven's game down, but at the end of the day, Raven's a winner. Like, she's a winner. Doesn't matter how many points she scores, doesn't matter how many assists that she has, doesn't matter how many steals. At the end of the day, she's a winner. She's always been a winner. Like, she only speaks as a winner. She doesn't care about anything else besides winning. And then, with her on our roster, we've done nothing but won with her. So, the naysayers can say what they want. And I do think she's a pro. I do think the things that she does for our team translate to a pro lifestyle. She defends. She can run a basketball team. Can she hit it? Does she need to be a little bit more efficient? Probably, but she's bringing everything else that a coach would want. All those intangibles, it can't be forgotten.
If you just judge Raven Johnson solely by the numbers and base that off of her impact of the game, you really don't get the true story, man. Like, I know she's down across the board from last season, 5.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, 3 assists. The steals are down, the blocks are up, but one thing to note is the turnovers are way down. And her usage is about the same. So she's been more efficient taking care of the basketball. The field goal percentage has slipped. The three-point percentage has slipped. The free throws are up. Now, you look at that and you would think that she was definitely having a worse season than last year. But to be honest, it seems like she's impacting the game more so than ever. Yeah, the shooting numbers are down, but she has proven that she's a capable three-point shooter if you leave her open. They're not giving her the Ben Simmons treatment. She's hitting the three. She showed more potential getting her shot off the dribble, hitting the midi. She's one of the best perimeter defenders in the country. When you talk about just defensive impact and can run a team, that is two very valuable qualities that you want out of your point guard. She makes plays, winning plays. It does not matter if she's the one shooting it, assisting, getting a stop, getting a block, a steal, whatever the team needs to do for them to win the game, Raven Johnson is making it happen, man. So I just got to salute her effort on both sides. And what really showed me what Raven was made of was after that loss in the Final Four to Iowa. She came back after being embarrassed, went on the revenge tour. She didn't hide. She could have curled up in a ball and fell apart, and she came out better than ever before.
Well, going off from last season, the Final Four game, after we lost, the whole season, I feel like everybody was riding our coattail, just hyping us up. But as soon as we lost, we got all these hate comments. I got bashed from a viral video that went so viral, and people don't know behind scenes how I felt and what I went through. So I think that put fuel to the fire, and I said this was revenge season, and I got something for everybody, every scene that comes up. So I think that was the best thing that ever happened to me, and I think God does things for a reason. So maybe I needed that. But I say this team, we're coming for a lot. So it's definitely revenge season.
The resiliency, the determination, the courage really speaks to her leadership. Now, I do think that she's a WNBA player. She's been compared to Chelsea Gray, who wasn't like an elite shooter coming out either. So I'm not going to say I see the comparison. I'm not going to say they're identical, but I know that is her idol, one of the players that she looks up to for sure, playing the point guard position, one of the best to do it in recent years. But when you think of point guards, you want a player that can control the game, control the tempo, not turn it over, get players in position to succeed. And if you surround Raven Johnson with scores, she's going to make sure everybody gets the basketball. She's going to clamp up on her matchup and make it a long night. Quick hands, great hips, like lateral quickness, moving with the ball handler, shrinking the court. Like, she makes winning plays. She's a leader on and off the court. I agree with Coach Dawn Staley. She presents herself as a winner. She speaks, has the mindset of a winner. She's never down. Like, she continues to push, even when they've been down, even when they've struggled. Raven Johnson has not wavered in her career at South Carolina. I do think that she is a WNBA draft pick. Will she go first round? That I don't know. There's a lot of lead guards in this class right now. When you think of course, Paige Beckers, Olivia Miles, Georgia Amore, Lucy Olson, Sellers, Quinterly out of West Virginia. Sellers is a monster out of Maryland. Like, there's a lot of lead guards, and I know I may even be leaving some. And there's also the possibility that Raven Johnson just comes back for another season and joins the 2026 class. Like, that's also a possibility. Will she be a first-round draft pick in this class? It might be tough sledding, but that's not to say that she can't make an instant impact as a backup point guard or a sixth woman with a talented veteran group that may be looking to win now. Raven Johnson is going to be an experienced player. Has played a lot of big games, won a lot of big games, and has continued to just progress in her understanding of the game and just her control, man. Like, she is the leader of this team, the floor general. She is the straw that stirs the pot. And I firmly believe that there is still a spot in the WNBA for traditional point guards. Now, we've seen players come into the league not fully developed, most of them. Like, we've seen players get better and sharpen their skills and add to their bags, per se, when they get to the league and continue to develop and work with WNBA trainers. Raven Johnson proved last season that she can shoot the basketball when she's locked in, when she's maintaining that same offseason regimen, which, you know, Dawn Staley says she kind of took off a little bit after the championship and didn't have that same regimen. Maybe the hunger wasn't exactly the same, but she's definitely come on late. As after a slow start, she's definitely come on late. I just think that she has a lot of translatable skills, and somebody could definitely get lucky and get a gem, maybe the steal of the draft with Raven Johnson. The only true knock on her game is the jump shot, which is something that can be improved. That's something she can continue to work on. We've seen that she can create her shot and get it off the dribble. We've seen she can create offense for herself. We've seen her create defense, turn her defense and create offense from the defense. Like, we've seen her. She does not need to be a number one option leading scorer. All she needs to do is go play her game, which is controlling the tempo, running the team, making life easier for her teammates, locking up on defense, and hitting the three when she's open. And she's continued to do that. She's a big part of what they're doing, and I just value what skills that she brings to the next level as a point guard. At 5'9", she's locking up, she's blocking shots, and we can't forget, man, she's an exceptional rebounder as well, and she's won at every level. So I definitely think she could impact the WNBA team, if not next season, the season after, whatever she decides to do. But she is one of the most complete point guards in the nation. I understand that she has limited offense at times. People will scream that, but that can be fixed. That can be addressed, that can be improved, because she's got everything else. You don't got to coach the effort, the defense, the IQ, the intangibles, the ball handling, the court vision, the passing, the timely delivery. She has all that. She's got everything she needs to be an effective point guard in the WNBA. And I'm standing behind Coach Dawn Staley on this one, man. Raven has just shown so much potential, so much growth, so much determination, so much perseverance in her time at South Carolina. And I don't know when it will be over, but she will go down as one of the most decorated Gamecocks of all time to come through that program. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, though. WNBA comparisons, her trajectory. I could see her even being a starter. Maybe not right away. You know, when I was mentioning her being a backup or a sixth player like that, that's definitely to start off her career. She could be a rotation player. She could definitely develop into a starting point guard, though, in the WNBA. So I'm just want to put that out there. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Let me know how you think Raven Johnson's game translate at the next level. I mean, it's fast-paced. She runs the break well. She operates in the pick and roll. And if you got bigs that need to be fed the basketball in the post, she can do that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, we out.